Okay, so before we head to the gym, I wanted to share some news with you guys. And I didn't know how I was gonna put this, but I guess you can say I'm a little relieved, but also maybe a little bummed at the same time. But technically, I think we're gonna have to, I guess, end the cut, put it on pause. I don't know. It's probably gonna And the reason for that, because I've been telling you guys, I am getting married in 2 months. So with me having my dress fitting, which was yesterday, I guess I wasn't really thinking correctly, or like, I didn't plan it out. So when we were doing the fitting, uh, and I feel like my girls would probably understand that it went through this. I mean, because this is my first wedding. This is my first me doing this whole thing. So when we were doing the fitting, they have to, get your measurements and fit the dress to your measurements. And if you lose weight, then yeah, the dress isn't going to fit correctly. And the way that I have my dress, it's technically strapless. So like the way that it's holding on to me so it doesn't fall is technically them measuring it correctly to my waist and my, chest and everything, my back, my chest, my waist. And that's how it's like holding on to me. So the girl told me like, well, if you lose more weight, it's not going to hold on. It's probably going to be falling. You're going to have to like always pick it up. And so it just kind of made me feel like, okay, like I'm going to have to think about this then. So we're technically just gonna maintain, till the wedding, so we fit in the dress, because we're not gonna, gain weight. We need to fit into the dress, but also I'm like, well, we can't really technically lose a lot of weight, So I've been telling you guys, I've had this like vision of like, oh, where I was thinking I wanted to end the cut, and you know, obviously numbers are just numbers, but I was going more for a look, and like I told you guys, like I feel like we were getting so close because I was starting to see like the definition in my arms without getting a pump. Like it was starting to like look how I envisioned it to look. And I think the nice thing is when I was trying on my wedding dress, I was really happy with what I saw, and I was very proud of myself. And it's funny because a lot of it, when I had, and I can't wait to share the pictures with you guys. I'm not gonna share it because I want, nothing to be revealed of like how my dress looks and all that stuff. But I can't wait to share that with you guys because when I did do my first fitting, that's when I started my cut because I'm like, you know what? Like, I feel like I want to lose some weight. I don't feel like I feel the most confident with where I'm at in my weight. And me trying on the dress kind of almost like made me realize that because I've told you guys, like, I was doing technically, a bulk, and I felt like I went too far. And it's funny because I feel like I didn't realize that until I did my fitting. Not my fitting, but like when I was looking for dresses. And I was like, man, like I don't really have any shape to me anymore because, you get to a certain point where your waist is like matching your hips, and it's like, oh, I know there's a waist in there somewhere, but so I was like, you know what? Let's do the cut. Like I want to be very confident and be, happy when I look back at my wedding pictures and feel good. And a part of it was technically for like, it started with that, but then now that's why I tell you guys, I'm like, oh, I'm bummed that we're stopping maybe the cut because then it started to just be like for me and my goals. And I've expressed that with you guys throughout all my videos is that, wow, like, I feel like I never really gave myself the chance to really see what I was capable of, and see the muscle underneath. And it was starting to be more of like a lifetime goal that I've always wanted to see. And that's why I told you guys, like, yeah, maybe we'll stop the cut now, but we have our whole lives. And maybe if I want to, like after the wedding, if I want to, continue and stuff, it's gonna be way easier. Right? Because I've told you guys, like, we had to do the cut for longer because I gained so much weight. So if we want to do something where, like, I've told you guys, I want to get lean enough to, like, see this look. I want to see how it looks on me. And it's more of like, that's what I'm saying, a personal goal and preference and all that stuff. But because yeah, like my fiance, he didn't even like, like he knows I'm doing this for me. Like it's not that he even like, says anything. If anything, he's like, you've always looked beautiful, and all that stuff. And so that's why it's funny because yeah, like I'm doing this for me and for what I want and what I, want to see that I'm capable of. So that's why at the end of the day, like I think we're just gonna play it by ear. But yeah, technically we're just gonna have to not go crazy. So I guess you can say like I do. I'm thinking we're just gonna, just maybe go down maybe another 5 pounds and then just stay there or, like fluctuate through there because, maintaining is going to be easier than trying to lose weight. So we'll just fluctuate through there. I doubt 5 pounds is going to make me lose an inch off my waist or something because I honestly, that's where I lose my weight last is my waist, So, but I don't want to risk it. Like I want the dress to fit me and I don't want to be worried about it falling off and all that stuff. So, like I said, I can't wait to share those pictures with you guys because honestly, that in itself is a crazy transformation because it's with, the same dress and just seeing that and man, it was something. But just wanted to update you guys on that and let why technically the cut is kind of gonna, like I said, I don't know if to call it like like it ends here, but those are my reasonings. And, with us probably doing that, I might have to, figure out, okay, do I want to do that transformation video since this is probably right now in my life where my cut's going to stop. And so, and for the reasons why I've shared with you guys. So we might do the transformation video soon because those are also videos I can't wait to share with you guys of like when we started and I did like my measurements and everything and then to where we are now. So maybe expect that video in a week or so. I think I will probably do that for you guys and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to just see that because yeah, it was a crazy journey and I honestly probably surpassed what I thought I was capable of. And I think that's why it was like crazy to me when I did my dress fitting, I guess, because when I ordered my dress, I was like, yes, this is the dress I want. I ordered it. I got it like a size down. And even with me losing, because you guys know we've pretty much lost like 40 pounds. And when I got the dress, I tried it on when I was 20 pounds down and I still couldn't fit into it. And then later when we dropped, another 20, like I guess I really underestimated how that, you know, looked when I put on the dress and all that stuff. And I couldn't, I was like, just like, wow, like it was just, it was a nice moment as in like, when you work so hard for something and you do take the time to like appreciate what you accomplished. And I think that's what I had when I was trying on my dress and it was very like, wow, like I did it. Like, and it was like a personal, like emotional thing for me. And yeah, I was very proud of myself. And I think sometimes when you're on like the go of like, okay, got to reach this goal, like sometimes you do need to take a step back. And I think that's what it did for me. It took a step back and I was very, proud of myself and all that stuff. And even my mom was telling me, she's just like, yeah, I actually didn't even think you were going to lose that much weight and stuff. But yeah, it was nice to see my shoulders, because when I feel like I might just save this when I do the comparisons with you guys, because when I was 40 pounds heavier, you guys can see how my arms looked and where they are now. It was just wow, like, I guess I'm saying like it was how I imagined, I wanted to look and it was just a nice moment. So let's go ahead and end it there. I don't know how long that intro was, but I'm gonna get ready for the gym and I will see you guys there. Yeah. Okay, so we're using a new machine. This is for flat bench. I'm like, can't speak. So it's always that, when you use something new, trying to figure out where your working weight is. And yeah, so this will be my second set. I feel like this is a solid weight and it feels so good. Like I really like this machine. So let's go ahead and do the second set. Okay. I was gonna say that felt fun. It does feel good. Well, it was fun. Okay, so now we have let's either do flies or overhead. And we also, maybe that's why I'm like so happy. We got some more Smith machines and you guys know I like using those. So that just made my day. Okay, let's move to the next lift. Okay, so we're using the new Smith machine that they have, and I'm trying to get the hang of it because I'm noticing it has these little thingies. So you have to twist it so that way it stays stable. I think next time I'm gonna try facing the other way because it's awkward when you get the bar and you have to twist forward. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather us get the bar and like it, I don't know. But then again, you know, we're gonna try it out. We'll try it out next time, but it's all right. Just for that little twisty part, I'm not sure about. So it's funny how a lot of Smith machines are totally different in a way. So kind of like the other ones that we have, but those are always taken. So we'll do our last set. I did my first set and just so I can like figure it out. And yeah, this will be our second. Maybe you'll see what I mean. I kind of have to adjust accordingly. Oh, wait. Okay, so re-racking it, since it's so dramatic of a spin, I don't know if you could tell by my wrist. I don't like that, but you know, if you guys have any pointers, let me know. But the second set did feel better because I adjusted accordingly. But the thing is to like have your wrist bent like that to get it comfortable, and then when you rack it, like I don't know, not a not a fan of that. But the second set did feel better. So let's go and see what fly pec machines open. Okay, chest is feeling super good. So we did higher the weight a little bit just because it's feeling really good. So this will be the last set for flies, and then we will do pull downs. I'm having this memorized a little better each time, but it, you know, it takes time. But that's why I'm glad I wrote it down because a lot of the times I probably would have skipped something without even realizing. Actually, which I did for leg day the other day. I forgot to do abs. I incorporated them with my leg day because of that is the shorter amount of lifts, but I forgot to do them. So I need to always double check if I finished everything, right? Okay, let's go ahead and do this set. I was thinking about like, I'm like, oh man, like it feels so cool when your chest is doing all the work. And I'm like, of course it, you're the muscle that you're trying to work should be doing all the work, because I don't know, it's just a really cool feeling when you're doing your lifts and you just feel it where it's supposed to be felt, you know, like I'm honestly, it just feels so cool that my arms are just an extension of, you know, just using my chest to push forward. And it just feels like my chest is doing all the work. See, it sounds funny when I say that because of course it is, but I guess I'm saying like this arm, I don't know. It's just, you know, doesn't make any sense when I say it out loud, but it feels very cool. Okay, let's go ahead and do some lat pull downs. Just feels really nice. Okay, so some lat pull downs, and I had to remind myself to go a little wider. You guys know I'm used to going so narrow, so wider, and yeah, it feels really nice. So we'll go ahead and do the first working set. Just feel like I have to grab those other straps, like those reverse grips, or I forget what they're called, but these do take a little bit to wrap around and get a nice tight grip. Okay, there we go. Yeah, those are fun. Oh my, I don't know why, guys. Just like this workout, it's it's been nice. It's been fun. But let's be honest, isn't every workout like that? Well, we've had our day. Anyways, I have one more of those, and then we have arms. Yeah. So we're going to be doing triceps next. And I was just thinking, it's funny that I used to think triceps actually was a weak point, as in like I felt like I had no triceps. But that's what I'm saying. Like I had all this like fluff on my arms. I couldn't see what was going on. So that's why it's just nice to cut and then see where your muscles are. And I'm like, no, honestly, my triceps aren't like a weak point. But it's just funny that, you know, I for the longest time thought they were. So let's go ahead and start with our weak side, which is my left. And then we're gonna go straight into the right because my right is strong enough that I don't need to like rest for it. So let's go ahead and do that. It just feels so funny when your arms are pumped. I feel like I'm doing this because my arms are, or my triceps, I mean. Yeah, but that was nice. So we have biceps left and excited for those two. I make sure to use my straps for both lifts or sets because the last time I didn't. So I was like, I don't need them, but they do help a lot. It just helps really just get that solid grip and not worry about you not getting your reps in just because you can't hold on to it. Because I mean, my hands get sweaty. I don't know about you guys'. So this really helps me. And yeah, that first set felt really good. So hopefully the second one does too. It's always a nice feeling when the weight isn't as intense as you remembered it. So it's either your muscles are just, just, I don't know, performing really good. All right, let's go ahead. Oh man, I forgot to turn on my music. I guess no music for this set. Let's forgot to click that button. Okay, let's just go. We got this. I had to try because sometimes, you know, I surprised myself and I felt like I could have done it. But yeah, your arms, my biceps, like, nah, we're dead. Okay, but yeah, we're good. So let's go ahead and do some posing. Do some bicep poses since we just finished with biceps. I'm just like, man, why are the veins so hard to pop out? Like, I feel like I barely see my veins. Whoa, gonna fall. It's funny because I want a mirror because whenever I look back at these, I feel like I need to open up my chest more. But when I'm doing it, I don't know. It's just something I'm like, looks like I can open up my chest more. Or maybe I just don't have a big chest. Let's see. Some back poses. What else do we got? Man, I'm trying to think of that pose I wanted to do. I need to just take a picture of it because I kind of forgot what it is. I kind of want to do it though. It was, I don't know. I'm not sure. I see people do this one. Probably not do this one, but that's possibly everything. Yeah, I think we're good. And also, I'll probably just end the video here since the intro was a pretty long one, possibly. But I will catch you guys for the next workout, which will be lower body.